This box right here has 55,433 games jammed into it. Not bad. Some company reached out to me a while back and wanted to send me this. Apparently it's a 4TB hard drive with 3 operating systems that can run all kinds of ROMs. From vintage Atari stuff all the way to PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. If you want to check it out, I'll leave a link to it down below, but today I'm going to walk through everything, trying out some games and seeing if it's really worth the money. Also, disclaimer, since it's just a hard drive, you need to have a computer that's powerful enough to run everything. It's not plug and play in the sense that you don't need a capable system. You just don't have to download anything. As a reference point, here's my laptop specs, so feel free to compare it to your own system to try and see what games will work for you. Alright, let's see what's in this bad boy. The design on the exterior is actually pretty solid. I see a little light here too, so not bad. And then the cord is a USB 3.0, which I know my computer has. I'm sure 2.0 ports will work fine, but if you want the games to run as good as they possibly can, you'll need one of these ports. Plugging that right in for the first time, and any moment my computer should either fry or... Right, looks like the 3 operating systems on here are LaunchBox, Playnite, and RetroBat. From what I read, RetroBat has the oldest games, like pre-2000s. LaunchBox, I believe, has PS2, GameCube, Xbox, that generation. And then Playnite has the newer PC games, which are where we kind of get into those... Well, most of this is a legal gray area, but that is like the legal red area because it's games that are still for sale. So, might want to delete those off of here in a little bit, but for right now, I just want to see how big this drive actually is. Okay, so it's 3.63 terabytes. I think that's standard for a 4TB hard drive. Looks like there's only 5 gigs free on here, so not much meat left on the bone. Let's get into this and open RetroBat to start, because I want to start with the older games. Now, forgive me if I don't know many of these systems, because I did not grow up in the 90s. I was born in 2003, so I'm not familiar with much of this stuff, if any. Artflix? What is that, Banjo-Kazooie? That is scaring the shit out of me. What is that? Alright, so I just plugged my Nintendo Switch Pro Controller directly into my computer. Didn't do any config or anything, and it seems to be working pretty smoothly with this, so that's a great sign. Let's see, we got the Master System. There we go. Genesis, Game Gear, Sega CD, 32X, Naomi. I don't even know what that is, but Neo Geo, I do know that's, Terry Bogard from Smash Brothers. Supervision? I don't know. What is that Star Fox, though? That is like AI-generated Star Fox content. Atari 2600, 5200, 7800. The Lynx, the Jaguar. There we go. Some love for Atari. Wonder Swan. I've heard of that, but I've never played it. That's decent to see on here. Let's see. ColecoVision, Commodore 64, the Intellivision, the Vectrix, Game & Watch. Here we go. Nintendo Entertainment System, Famicom, Game Boy, Super Nintendo, Super Game Boy. Why is there a Super Game Boy and a regular Game Boy? What? Virtual Boy? How the hell is that gonna work? I kind of want to try that out now, but let's keep going. N64, Game Boy Color, the disc drive, Game Boy Advance, and I think that's the end of Nintendo stuff. Yeah, so that's everything on here. That's a lot of consoles, and they're all in one place too. I wish this firmware had all the systems. This is most of them, and this is most of what those retro game fans are going to be playing, so, you know, this is pretty cool. I'm fine with this. I'm going to go with the N64 because that's probably the most technically demanding system on here, which doesn't say much, but I'm just going in with the least amount of config possible because when you put plug and play as a selling point, I want to make sure you can plug it in and play it right away and have a decent experience. I'm not looking for all this fancy setup. Oh shit. He moves so much slower than I remember. Jeez. I don't know, just like that, we defeated King Bob-omb. Everything ran pretty smoothly. Again, graphically, it doesn't look great. I'm sure there's ways to adjust that. Let's go all out here, let's see. 16:9 video mode, 1920x1080, 60 hertz, pixel perfect, yeah, smooth, whatever, no decorations. There's a ton of settings here. As you can see, this looks a lot better, so there's potential to upscale and make it take advantage of your computer. Again, I'm not really gonna mess around with that much. But let's check out the Super Nintendo library. There's so many Super Nintendo games, I have no idea if I'll be able to find it. There it is. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, baby. I have this game complete in box. I think that changes your settings for every game, actually. This is going to be... Yeah, it's just forced widescreen, so forgive me for that. Let's see how far we can get in this game. I totally forgot how to play. I did beat it on Nintendo Switch Online with the rewind feature because obviously I couldn't do it without it. This game's impossible. If you beat this without it, props to you. Please tell me if you have down in the comments. I'll be thoroughly impressed. I'll probably heart your comment if I see it. All I remember is that you get like 2 hits... And death is very punishing. And shit just comes out of nowhere. This is like NES hard on steroids, especially these fucking wolves. Ah, there was a time where I could beat this first level like no problem. Things have changed, as you can clearly see. He waited a turn. He juked me out. Oh, I thought I was low enough. Okay. That's enough super ghouls and ghosts for me. I don't want to get too angry. There's got to be a way to filter these, right? I don't know, but I noticed once you start scrolling for a while, it tells you the little letters you're on, which help a ton in these bigger libraries. Sam, what is that? Oh, so they have like ROM hacks and mods on this? Why are his legs so long? Why does he jump like this? What the fuck? Is this the Game Gear Sonic game? I didn't play it. I have no idea, but it looks like something that would be on the Game Gear. Spin dash, he can spin dash. There we go. This looks so wrong. This is wrong on so many levels. I wonder how many of these games are these knockoff, bootleg shit games, and how many are actually, like, licensed video games. Because this reeks of fan game. Oh, does it? Yes, it does. Okay, this sucks. I'm gonna get out of this now. Let's try Virtual Boy, because I'm intrigued by this. I've never played the Virtual Boy, and I don't know how this is gonna work on PC with a controller, but let's freaking try Wario Land and hope my computer doesn't melt. Virtual Boy games work without the clunky headset. This is the only way I would ever play Wario Land something. Did I just hit those spikes? Or did they not hurt you? I have no idea, but this is kind of cool to be able to play this. The red and black is very soothing. Can you imagine how bad this must have been to play with it directly pressed up to your face? That's got to be awful. So there's your taste of the RetroBat and RetroArch firmware. We're going to move now into the LaunchBox, which is what I'm hyped for because we get some GameCube games up in here. Let's go. Controller is not working with this one. It'll probably work once you're in-game, but navigating this menu definitely works better with a mouse. Anyways, so you have Nintendo 64 on here also, so I'm wondering why it's on both and if the games overlap. It looks like they do. There is a search bar too. That's kind of cool. Let's see, Mario. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so this one has a search bar, which is very nice. Alright, let's have a peek at the GameCube library. The GameCube is my all-time favorite system. It's my entire childhood, my first game system. Jimmy Neutron Attack of the Twonkies, Jet Fusion. Awful games, but so nostalgic. Chibi Robo, that's an expensive game. I'm wondering, do they have Cubivore on here? Speaking of expensive, they do. It's about time I tried this game. My brother-in-law has been harping me about this for what feels like ages now. Every single event we go to, he's checking every vendor to see if they had this game. Like, I can't afford it. It's like a $300 to $500 game. At least I think. That's the last time I checked. It's probably closer to 1,000 now because it just keeps skyrocketing because it was such a limited game. I don't care about the plot to Cubivore. This is not what I expected. Stomach, 4 out of 8. Is this an RPG? Did I get tricked into playing an RPG? I swear to God. Tastes like love to me. Okay. Alright, this is getting too deep right now. I'm just trying to test some games. As you can see, this is running perfectly fine. So we're just going to back out and try another GameCube game that I'm more familiar with. Ratatouille's underrated as fuck. That's a great game. Madagascar, that's my childhood and I hate it. F-Zero GX, the Fairly OddParents games. Kirby Air Ride, that's a classic. I forgot literally everything about this game. I know there's different vehicle types. I won't have any. But I know different types have different strengths, and that's like one of the coolest things about the game. It did that kind of before Mario Kart. Also, the item system's super cool with, you know, Kirby enemies that you can absorb the abilities of. It really adapts it flawlessly. I don't like how the drifting is in this game. It like kind of stops you and then you can randomly get a burst of speed when you stop holding A. Feels kind of satisfying to pull off, but it's not the same as a Mario Kart drift, I'll tell you that. Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, let's go. Oh yeah, all the Mario parties, Mario Kart, Mario Golf, Mario Tennis, Mario Baseball, all the Mario sports games. Striker's probably down in S. Metroid Prime, that's huge. I've never played Metroid Prime. I probably should one of these days, but Muppets Party Cruise, excellent party game. Pokemon XD, that's another really good one. Ooh, they got Sonic Adventure 2. I just want to play City Escape. It's running great on this, so gotta take advantage of every opportunity I had to play this level. Spider-Man 2, SpongeBob movie game, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, Sunshine and Strikers are on here. That's all I needed to know. And Smash Brothers. You know, we're gonna play a game of Smash Melee, actually. I used to be an Ice Climbers main. This was a long, long time ago. Let's take on a level 9 Donkey Kong. Shit. I need the... Oh, I forgot to over B. There we go. And that's a mini mushroom. God damn it. But I mean, honestly, all these GameCube games are running flawlessly because it's using Dolphin, and Dolphin's a phenomenal GameCube emulator. I'm not sure if every single game's going to run this well. I'm not going to try out each one, but of these staples that I did try, everything's running really smoothly. I have no complaints. No! I suck at Final. A sudden death. Oh, that didn't kill. It's not killing. It worked, okay. Oh my god, how did I hit him twice and he didn't die? There we go, okay. First game in Melee in probably 2 years. I'll take a W against a level 9. We got Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, Superstar Ultra. That is such a throwback, nostalgic cover art for me. Bowser's Inside Story, there we go. Hoops 3-on-3. New Super Mario Bros. That's actually super hyped to have on there. Pokemon Dash, I never played that one. Pokemon Pearl, Platinum. Animal Crossing Wild World, which is at the end of the DS games for some reason, but I don't even know what software would run DS ROMs. I know like Dolphin with GameCube, Project 64 with N64. I have no idea what's about to open on my computer.
Here we go.
It's RetroArch? Please sub. Yeah, please sub. Okay, so the D-pad works. The front triggers work. Okay, this is awesome. I didn't see 3DS on there. I really wish it was. I know there's emulation software for 3DS, so if they're thinking about making any updates to this, that's the thing to add. We need to clutch the comeback here. I don't want to say anything yet. Peach is gaining on me so freaking quick. Stop. What? Are you f***ing kidding me? You know, that's okay though, because that ran really nicely. I'm happy with that. Now, playing games that need touchscreen would be absolutely abysmal on this, because the mouse would be just terrible, but for something like Mario Kart, no complaints. Alright, so the Wii Library is not the biggest, but it is stacked. We got Donkey Kong Country Returns, Mario Kart Wii, Mario Party 9, Galaxy, Sonic Colors, Galaxy 2, Smash Brawl. Since it's one of my favorite games of all time, I gotta give Mario Galaxy a shot. I know there's no motion control setup, I'm just using a standard wired controller, so it's probably gonna play like ass if it even works. Okay, use the right stick to control the cursor. How a lot of people feel about 64 is how I feel about Galaxy. This was my first game. So I don't know why there's a player 2 cursor. It's not my mouse. For games that rely more on motion controls, it's not going to work that well unless you set up a Wii controller on this somehow. But games like Mario Kart Wii are going to work flawlessly with this setup. Speaking of, I haven't played Mario Kart Wii in forever, man. I got hooked on this game when I found the CTGP mod, which has a bunch of new tracks, pretty much like 200 additional tracks to this game. And I was screwing around with that for weeks. I was having so much fun in this game. This is running great though. Damn. Aw. Bruh. I just got Mario Karted. I need an item box in 10th. Come on. Yeah, f*** you guys. Play that nice and safe, take the turn wide, and just like that, we have gotten first. And just for good measure, I gave Sonic Colors Tropical Resort Act 1 a quick playthrough, and it ran really well with a nice frame rate and decent graphic settings. This looks better than Sonic Colors Ultimate, if I'm being honest. That game was just so poorly optimized, especially on Switch. It was abysmal. Just like the Wii U doesn't have a ton of games on here, but the ones that are here are heavy hitters. You got Tropical Freeze, Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD, Mario Kart 8, Mario Maker, Mario 3D World, Xenoblade. There's no way Mario 3D World would run on my computer right now.
Let's go.
Are you serious right now? This runs phenomenally. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm literally playing Mario 3D World on my f***ing laptop. I really never thought the day would come. Damn, I wish 3DS was on here, dude. That would be so sick. Alright, I was kind of pessimistic about the Switch games working, but since the Wii U works so well, I assume since the Switch isn't really that much more powerful, that it should run about the same. I'm not going to try ARMS because I don't have motion control set up. As I said about the Wii, I'm not even going to bother with that, but let's see, we got the Insane Trilogy. Celeste is so good, man, but just go buy Celeste. It's $5 on sale. Don't pirate it from this. Hello Neighbor, Hollow Knight. Zelda Breath of the Wild. Link's Away. Oh, it's got Tears of the Kingdom. The brand new Zelda game, releasing earlier this year, is on here. There's no way this is going to run correctly on my computer, nor should it. But I'm just curious if this is actually the full game on here, because this is only like 6 months old, and I haven't bought it yet because I told myself I wouldn't buy it until I beat Breath of the Wild, and we all know that's not going to happen because I just can't sit down and stay committed to a game for that long. There's just no way you can plug in this hard drive and play the brand new Zelda game like nothing. This is broken? Oh, it's working now. It was, okay, it's loading stuff in. I assume, oh no, it's broken again. Okay, I can't tell if this is just my computer not being very good or if the ROM's messed up. I have no intention to play it like this and beat it on this because this just feels dirty. This is a brand new Nintendo game. And for as much as I hate Nintendo for some of their practices, this is just not right. So I'm going to close out of this. I'm sure there's a way to optimize it to get it to work, and if you have a good computer, it probably will. But this just feels wrong. I'm getting out of this. What I will play and not feel guilty about is Super Mario Odyssey, because I own this game. It's like 5-6 years old now. Oh my god. Mario Odyssey is over 6 years old. Holy shit. I'm playing with a Switch Pro controller. This literally feels like I'm playing it on Switch right now. Okay, so I know I said that the Playnite had the games that were kind of sketchy, but really you should be deleting anything that's Wii U or newer, really. Anything that's still being sold is, in my opinion, unethical to play this way. I mean, all of it's kind of a gray area, as I said earlier, but Switch stuff on here you probably shouldn't be doing, and the company should not be putting it on there to sell to begin with. But I don't know, I want to go to sleep tonight, so I'm going to delete these games. I just want to get the most valuable and concise information for you, the viewer. Grand Theft Auto 5. Red Dead Redemption, Spider-Man. There's just no way Spider-Man's about to work. It won't run on my computer, but there's no way it's actually on here. This is actually a felony to own if Spider-Man runs on here. The driver for your graphics card is below the current game requirements. Okay. It's gonna open anyway, though. I own this game on PS4 and on PS5 in the Miles Morales double pack, so I'm allowed to play this. Oh, that cutscene looks so nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, beautiful. Literally perfectly transitions into gameplay, too. Oh, it's fucking running! This is absolutely insane. I know this ain't the best graphic settings for this. I don't care. Oh, look at that. The Empire State. Yeah, it ain't running the best, but it's fucking so cool, dude. Look at that. Running on my laptop, baby. Let's go. Well, now that PS4 games work, I think any of these systems will work pretty well, so this is genuinely sweet. That's not even to talk about Playnite, the PC ones, which a lot of these are for sale on Steam. By playing them on this, you're taking away money from those developers. Just to test one of these games, I want to see if Cuphead works. This runs so fluid. So yeah, all these PC games are just full on the exact games you would buy from Steam. It's crazy seeing Elden Ring right there. Yeah, I'm just going to open it just to see what my computer even does. But didn't that just come out last year? That was a big game. That was like Game of the Year. So the fact that that's on here for free is highly, highly unethical. My name... Should I put that? This shit ain't right. I can't be as surprised as I was about Spider-Man. That game looks a lot better than this, actually. But the fact that all these games are running on here is mind-boggling to me still. But yeah, that's all the different operating systems included on this here hard drive. Overall, I'm very thoroughly impressed with the lineup of games and the amount of emulators that work on here. Covers pretty much every console you could ever want. It's around $200, which is a reasonable price. Obviously, on their end, they're just loading up all these ROMs and emulators onto a hard drive. But it's a 4 terabyte hard drive. Those alone for an external one would be probably close to $100. So you're paying an extra $100 to have all these ROMs preloaded and emulators set up to work with them. If you're into setting all that stuff up, more power to you. But for me, and I'm sure many other retro gamers who just want an easy way to play all these and access them, this is a perfect option for you. I'm happy with this product. You know, I was obviously sent it, so thank you to the company who sponsored this. And no, they're not paying me to do this. They just sent me this product. All my thoughts on this are 100% transparent from me. They're not affecting what I'm saying whatsoever. But that's going to do it for today's video. I've been talking too long, playing too many games. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave it a like if you'd like to see more videos like this, and have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you later.